Hello everybody, welcome to another review video of The Walking Dead. Yes, I know I made one not last month, the month before, about season 1, and now we're here making season 2 because guess what? I really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and a follow and, well, let's get into it. As you know, the title says, is The Walking Dead season 2 in 2025 worth it? Yes. Yes, it is. It's the same answer as what it was for the first season, but I'm going to go into depth about it. If you haven't played the game yet, there are spoilers ahead, so if you don't want to be spoiled, click away. It's all good. Click away, go play it, come back after, doesn't matter. And let's get into The Walking Dead Season 2. We're introduced just after the ending of the first season. I think Clementine had been traveling with Omid and Krista for, I think it was a few months or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we stop at this this toilet, right, to go look for water or something like that, and Krista's like pregnant, right? Anyway, so we stop there, and Clementine goes searching around or whatnot, and then this like bandit chick or whatnot comes in the bathroom. She's confronted with her, like, rob a kid. That's all I have.
No, that's all I have.
You really gonna rob a kid like that?
How'd you make it this long?
Yeah.
I'm serious. What else you got?
Literally nothing.
Don't lie to me. I'll pop you.
Hey.
Give me what you got.
I don't
I'm
have
not
any.
screwing around. Come on.
I don't have anything.
I ain't got nothing.
Give me that hat.
No.
Whoa, no.
Where'd you get it? I asked you a question.
My dad gave it to me.
Yeah.
Just give it to me.
No. This is our hat, man.
Junk,
Why
junk,
do you
junk.
need a hat for? Come on. And then Omid goes to go in, and the door shuts, and well,
Not like the last people I got. They had all kinds of good shit. That was a good catch. You ain't got nothing good. You're just a little fish. You gonna cry, little fish? This your daddy? What a bozo.
oh no. Already? No, man. What? Oh, whoa. No. Why didn't he just run up and just rip the gun off her and club her in the head? Yeah, he gets bodied. So, that was not great. So then we're left with Krista, and basically what happens is she's sitting there and she's sort of like, oh, you gotta learn to do all this by yourself, yada yada yada, which is true, because remember, Clementine is like, what, 11 years old now at this time. This is like, I think it was 18 months later or whatnot, and they're sitting by a fire, and anyway, she goes looking for firewood, and boom, these two bandits appear, and they're rustling her, saying, where's your stuff, where's your group, where's this, where's that, and I threw the rock to try and distract them. Krista runs off, and you hear gunshots, which I presume she got killed with. I don't know. Anyway, we're being chased, and we're going through the forest and whatnot. We're avoiding all these walkers and all that, and then we end up in the river. That one. Oh, there we go. Yep, knew it was going to happen. Straight into the rapids. Fantastic. I cannot get enough, dude. What is this start? Cuts to the next morning, and we're on this riverbed. We're alone. There's no one there anymore. It's just us. Us and Clementine. And we gotta look for, like, food. We gotta look for, you know, all the necessities. So she starts wandering through. And I guess what that introduction really brings in is this sense of feeling helpless. Because you've just gone from, think about it. You've gone from these two people as a really young girl to now being 11 years old and on yourself, having to try and figure out what you're going to do next, basically. And, well, you all know what happens. She comes across that dog, and the dog, bites her and rips her arm open, and that's even worse. And then obviously we get saved by Luke and all that later, but that point to where we get our arm ripped open by that dog and whatnot, and she starts being able to pass out, that sense of hopelessness of this is it really does kick in. So next I'm going to talk about the pacing. So the pacing of this one, I feel like the story was shorter in comparison to the first season. I could be wrong, but it felt like the first season sort of, I wouldn't say dragged out, but it was way longer. Like, when we look at what happened in season 1, okay, we did like an episode or something of meeting Lee, Clementine, and finding Kenny and all that at, was it Herschel's farm or whatnot? And then a whole second episode was getting out of that, the drugstore, and then going down the, what was it, Georgia or Savannah or whatever it was, and going from there. And it just felt like it took so long to get to the end, which was amazing. That story is phenomenal. But for this one, I think it was like 4 episodes, and everything, like, there were parts where it took longer, but there were parts where it just went really quick, like really quick. So it wasn't rushed, in my opinion. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It was one of those games. It was one of those seasons where it wasn't drawn out too long and it wasn't too short. I thought sort of at the beginning that we'd go through the episodes extremely quick, but they were all really well done. It was all really well done. Now, the third thing I liked about this season, once again, and I mentioned this last time, was the dialogue and the voice acting. Like, I'll give you an example. You remember when Carver came to the hut?
Well, I'll cut to the chase. I'm out looking for my people. 7 of them, to be exact. They've been gone a long while, and I'm worried they might have gotten lost. Maybe you've seen them. Couple of farm boys and an old man. Spanish guy and his daughter. Quiet girl. Bit taller than you.
Is that right?
Big black guy. This big. And a pretty little pregnant lady.
It's a lot of people to lose. Yeah.
Tell me about it. This whole damn thing's a pain in the ass.
I don't trust this guy at all. He's a bit wacky. Dude, that tension between him and Clementine that whole time, and then, all the other dialogue throughout the entire series, it was just, it immerses you so much in this game. This dialogue and how well these, actors have gone ahead and, done this, it is so awesome. Like I said to you last time, the only game that really immersed me so much with dialogue was Red Dead 2. And this game still does it. The first season was great for it. The second season, it was great as well. It hasn't dropped in, rating for me at all. I really enjoyed it. I really did. So now we're going to move on to the hardest decisions. So just like the first season, we had some hard decisions, which this game is very famous for. It felt like in season 1, it was like every 5th minute, boom, there's a hard decision, boom, there's a hard decision, boom, there's a hard decision. This one was sort of, it had a lot more breaks with it. However, there was hard decisions there, man. And, the first one that I really thought of was, I think it was with Pete. So we went down to the river, and those walkers started coming out of nowhere after we had just searched that area because they got ambushed, and we had to choose Nick or we had to choose Pete. And basically what happened was I chose Nick because he had the ammunition. However, I was sitting there and I was going, dude, this Nick guy, he's sort of careless. All right, roll the clip.
Hold up. Bitch. Damn it! You get your asses over here, both of you!
I saw him.
We gotta get out.
Who should we choose?
of here.
I'm
Get
gonna
over
go
here,
with him.
goddammit.
Can't you listen to me once? Just one time?
Yep.
I've got ammo.
Listen to
I'm going for him. I'm sorry. He's got ammo, man.
Pete!
Woo! Hit that right on him. Hit that left on him. I'm sorry, Pete. Oh, he's dead. It's Jim! Hey, that's a bolt action. That's not how that works.
We have to go.
Could have saved him.
Oh, I'm sorry for choosing you. What? This little... He was careless, and I was just like, okay, well, what's going on here? And then I saw Pete get bit. And as soon as I saw him get bit, and Nick was saying, I got ammunition, I went for Nick. But that was a really hard decision, considering Pete was, you know, one of the guys who saved us. So that was interesting. And then Nick played up anyway, and he just started going off and blaming us. It was ridiculous, but that was a pretty hard decision. Another one of those decisions, and this is sort of throughout the entire game, throughout this entire season, was we got to know Luke really, really well. You know, we told him our backstory. Thank you, my friend.
So, what happened to your parents? If you don't mind me asking.
We found
And
him.
I assume what happened to them is what happened to just about everyone's parents.
Pretty much.
You're just so young. Didn't think you could have made it on your own for so long, but maybe you did.
They died.
That's tough. I lost my folks too.
Cruel world.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Cruel world as I go
shouldn't have
on.
asked.
My parents went on vacation and left me with a babysitter. And they never came back. We went to Savannah to find them, but they were already dead.
Who's they?
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Talk about Lee.
This man found me and took care of me. We met up with other survivors and we all tried to make it. But it didn't work.
Yeah, they all died.
His
Everyone's
name was
dead.
Lee. He taught me how to survive.
Everyone's dead. Except for
He's
maybe
the
Crystal.
reason I keep my hair short.
What happened to him?
I shot him.
I killed him. He got bitten, protecting me. And I had to kill him before he turned.
Don't remind
Wow.
me.
I had to.
He helped us out with everything. However, when Kenny came into the mix, those guys didn't see eye to eye, you know what I mean? And we had already had history with Kenny, so I trusted him straight away. You know, I trusted Luke because he was such a good guy. So having to choose a side between Luke or Kenny was kind of difficult. It was because it wasn't like a one decision make or break. It was throughout the entire season that you're either rupturing, you know, the relationship with Kenny or the relationship with Luke. And I chose Kenny simply because we had been with the entire season with him. And I think if I remember correctly, Lee did say, would you, you know, look after Clementine? I know he said it to Omid and Krista, but I know Kenny would have as well. So I sort of stuck with Kenny. And even though he's a, you know, he's a wild card, man. Kenny was an absolute wild card. He still got things done and he still had the best interest for people to survive. And that's why I sort of went with him. Now, one of the other hardest decisions was, well, Jane. So Jane had taught us a few things. You know, she taught us how to kill walkers easy. She told us how to stick out for ourselves, look for the signs of people falling apart and all that, right? And do you remember after Clementine was shot and we were in the car and we were driving up north to go and look for Wellington, she was going on for Kenny. She was like right in his ear, just going off at him, doing this, doing that. And what happened there was I was sitting there and I was going, whoa, we don't need this. Hey, we've just lost these other guys. You guys need to calm down. We need to just get there. Put aside your differences until we're safe. You know, we have a child now and all the above. But she just kept hammering it. And Kenny was like, we got to take care of this child. We got to take care of this child. and she was just hammering him and hammering him and hammering him. And then as soon as he gets out of the car to go check the roadblock and look for gas, she's like, let's get out of here. Let's leave. Let's go. Let's leave this guy. And that right there was my very first big, like, red flag about her. Like, I was sort of always on edge with her, but until that point, I was sort of like, okay, you're teaching us stuff. That's pretty awesome. And then, obviously, as you know, that went south, and we were stuck in the car, and then she ran off, and then we had to go look for her, and we ended up at that, like, rest stop place, and she was by herself. And what happened was, we got there, and I was like, whoa, where's AJ? Hey, what happened? You know? And she's like, don't worry, this is where it comes to an end. This is where it comes to an end. I'm going, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
No, not again. Not again.
Clem, look at me. No matter what happens, just stay out of it.
Excuse me?
Okay?
Stay out of what?
Stay out of what?
Kenny comes in and he goes, where's the kid? And she goes, I lost him, I'm sorry. And blatantly lies. Blatantly lies to him to make him flip off. So he goes, that's it, you're done. And he went over the edge. He was going to go kill her. And she wanted that because she wanted to put us in the decision to make it so that we chose her over Kenny. However, the thing is that she was lying, as we found out. But what really made me do that was that she did all those things before. She was leaving people. She, don't save them. Another one was Luke. Leave him. Forget about him. He's done. I wanted to try and help Luke when he was going to die. Whatever. That was also another red flag. I should have mentioned that before. But as soon as she flipped the script on Kenny and was trying to kill him, and she cut him along his, like, stomach or whatever it was, I was like, no, this is not good. And then when we got thrown to the side and we had the decision to save her, and she was all like, oh, well, she didn't say anything, but we had the decision to shoot Kenny or her. No, that was it. Oh no, our wounds opened up again. Right, it's gonna make us choose Kenny or her. Yep, this is how it goes, guys. This is how it goes. I'm not killing Kenny. What the hell was what the hell was that all about? I understand Kenny is such a wild card, but my goodness.
AJ. He's gone, Clem.
She was out of here because at the end of the day, she was simply thinking about her survival, and she was using those that she had for the time to survive. And once they became useless to her, or got in her way, I guess, or questioned her on what she was doing, she was going to kill them anyway. So yeah, anyway, that was rather interesting. So the hardest decision of the season, in conclusion, on what I thought was the end. And don't get me wrong, the end was so amazing. It ended great. It was on my birthday. It was fantastic, man. I loved that ending. But having to do the entire season, and then we get to Wellington, and then the chick's like, no, we can't take you all. We got no room. And Kenny's just begging. He's like, just take Clementine, take the baby. They won't survive out here. And he convinces them. And I'm like, no, we just got Kenny back. I really don't want to leave Kenny, man, because he's just... It's Kenny, you know what I mean? We can't leave Kenny. But I was going to go with him. I was going to go with him. I really was. I was going to go with Kenny. I was going to go, nah, man, screw this place. It's better if we stick together. But when he said, you know, what he said, run the clip.
No, no, no! Why are you doing this?
Because it's the only way for both of you. Think about Alvy here. Please, Clem, just do as I'm asking. This one last time.
When he said that, I was like, all right, Kenny. You got your wish, man. I'm going to do it for you because I know you're looking out for us, and I know we have like a kid now, and I know Clementine's got to look after him. So I'm gonna leave. And then just that, I guess that separation from that, you know.
People better than me.
I'll stay here.
Okay. Okay, we'll stay.
Good.
We'll stay.
Kenny, you better be alive, pal. I
This
do
is the
not
right
want to see
decision.
you die, alright?
Okay. Right. When he's grown, you tell him about his mommy and his daddy and all the people who tried to keep him safe. You tell him, okay? He deserves to know. I got, oh, here. Take this. When he's old enough, you make him wear it. It'll keep the sun out of his eyes. That's important. All right. Good.
Thank you, lady.
Keep an eye out for him. Please. Now, you take care of Alvin here. You live a good life, okay? Don't waste this, okay? Now, I'm gonna go before one of us changes their mind. Now, I'm gonna walk away. I might not look back. Not because I don't want to. I'm real glad to have met you, Clementine.
Good man, Kenny. See, this is what I'm saying. He pulls through. Kenny, man. Well, I guess it's better than having to shoot someone at the end of a season, am I right? Thank you, Kenny. Props to you, Kenny. All my days. Oh. What a way to end the season. Oh, that was amazing. That was truly amazing. He was gone. He supposedly died last season, okay? He supposedly died. So to have him come back, man, and then have to leave him again was just like, I really don't want to, but I know it's in the best interest of survival here, and he wanted us to. It was a really hard decision, but we made the right call in the end, and I'm glad that they didn't kill Kenny off. I hope to never ever see him die. If I see Kenny die or anything like that, oh man, that's gonna hit me really bad. So, the best moments of season 2. The one that really stands out for me, and it's one of those ones across the entire season, was Clementine's development. I mean, like, let's have a look at how it started. She got thrown out to be on her own, right? And boom, she was looking for food, found food, got bit by a dog, ripped her arm open. So then she had to develop to go, okay, I need to look for this. And then when, you know, as soon as Luke and all them picked him up, and then they just locked her in the shed, waiting for her, and she was gonna bleed out. She had an idea that it was gonna be infected and she'd die. She was like, no, I have to take the initiative. I have to go get meds. and she snuck around the entire house convincing people. That development from, you know, obviously the first season, I mean, she was young, but her development even from then to now was massive. And then later on, when we had met Jane and Jane showed us how to kill walkers, how confident she got. Like, do you remember how scared she used to be of them? Like, when we were in the shed, she was so afraid of them. She was so afraid of those walkers. She was so afraid of them, right? She didn't really know what to do, but throughout the entire season, she sort of just gradually got more and more and more confident. And she was able to talk back more and hold her ground and make group deciding decisions. And I thought that was just amazing. That development of that character there is so awesome, and I sort of can't wait to see what happens next season when we play her or whatnot. I think that's going to be amazing. Another one, which is actually my favorite moment of this entire season, was meeting Kenny again. And now I know that one's probably really obvious. I mean, look at my reaction.
Excuse me, honey, but do I look like a fucking thief?
Everyone calm down.
Hey, man, you calm the fuck down.
Sarah, get behind me.
Just
tell us who you are.
We ain't here to rob nobody. Put the gun down, man.
Fuck that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait,
He's just
I know
doing
that
what he
voice.
says.
Kenny's alive! Kenny!
Henny.
Kenny! Oh my
Wait,
days.
you know this guy?
Yes! Hug him straight away. Oh, how did you live, bro? Oh my goodness.
I'll take that as a yes.
These people with you?
Yeah. They're okay.
We can talk inside.
Great. I just
Kenny!
started dinner.
Oh my god.
Are you sure you don't mind?
It's gonna storm
Oh
soon.
my goodness.
Please, come in.
How did he make it out of there? He must have like jumped out a window or something. It was amazing, man. I was just like, Kenny's alive! Oh my goodness. Because he's like the only one out of the original group now. You know, Krista and Omid are gone. You know, it's just Kenny. And, you know, I really liked Kenny in the first season as well. So that was awesome. And, you know, speaking of Kenny, my other, you know, best moment from the season was Kenny's character development. That was really awesome. He still had that hothead temper like he did in the first season, but at the end of it, he was a bit more. He sort of was like, you know how he was all about the boat last season and then getting the RV and going and doing all that. He had great interests throughout that season and this season, but he had these spikes of just losing everyone and not being able to handle it, like, you know, when he lost Sarita. However, he bounced back, he put it to the side and he said, okay, that's happened, but I need to focus on now and helping the group. And he sort of really stood up and became that sort of leader role. And I thought that was really awesome. I really did. So, in my conclusion, is this worth playing in 2025? Absolutely. If you haven't gotten it already, go play this game. Get the Telltale series definitive edition on Steam or whatnot. It is worth your money. I still haven't played season 3 or season 4. Don't know what's going to happen, so that's a mystery. I'll probably make a recap on season 3 just like I'm doing right now when we play it. But yeah, it's worth it. You get so immersed in this game, you just don't want it to end. You just don't want it to end. And it's just really a well-written story at the end of the day. But anyway, so that series was amazing. And, you know, once again, I have to thank you guys for watching it. It really means a lot to me. Like, to be able to sit down and record something I like and then to see people react to me playing that and go, oh, this is awesome as well. Hey, I really love this video. Hey, you're doing so well. Your channel's doing this. You're doing great for that. It's so amazing. So I have to thank you guys for your ongoing support. And I have to thank the higher above power, God himself, for this opportunity to do YouTube and all that. Because, you know, without all the hours that he has given me, I wouldn't be where I am. So I am so thankful to have these hours and to be able to have the motivation and the drive to put all this time into this because I love it. I love doing this. This is like a dream come true. So thank you all for watching. Season 3 will be out in July, so that's gonna be great. I can't wait. Yeah, so enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, your morning, your afternoon, and I will see you guys in the next video.